Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. For those of you watching for the first time, don't forget to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the latest updates about BTS and Jimin. Okay guys, today we're going to discuss a topic that's super hot right now and has every army around the world curious beyond belief. You all must know that BTS has finally started dance practice for their 2026 comeback, right? Well, what's causing a stir is that Jimin just revealed how difficult their comeback choreography is. And guys, you won't believe what he said. Before we continue, drop in the comments where you're from and how excited you are for BTS's 2026 comeback. And don't forget to give this video a like if you've all been missing BTS performing together on stage. So here's the thing guys, on December 19th, 2025, BTS officially started dance practice for their comeback. This is a truly historic moment because this is the first time in almost 6 years they'll be making a comeback as a complete group. Imagine, the last time they performed together was in 2020 before they eventually went one by one to complete their military service. And now, all 7 members have reunited and are ready to give us a spectacular performance. What's causing a buzz is that Jimin, a few days after their first dance practice, did a short live stream and gave spoilers about how intense their comeback preparation is. And guys, from the way Jimin spoke, it's really obvious that this comeback is no joke. He said, and this is a direct quote from Jimin, he said that their comeback choreography has a level of complexity that's different from all previous eras. Now, let's pause for a moment. You all definitely remember what BTS's choreography is like, right? From the blood, sweat, and tears era full of symbolism and super smooth movements, Idol, which blended traditional Korean dance with modern choreography, to Black Swan, which was practically a contemporary dance masterpiece. BTS has always been known for their super challenging choreography. So if Jimin says this comeback is more difficult than all of that, you can imagine how insane the choreography they're preparing is, right? Okay, now let's break down what makes BTS's 2026 comeback choreography super challenging according to Jimin. First of all, Jimin gave some very important context. He said they initially thought, after having years of experience and having performed on the world's biggest stages, any choreography would definitely feel easier. But apparently, they were so wrong. The choreographer working with them for this comeback literally brought them to a completely new level. And what makes it interesting is this isn't just about technically difficult movements, guys. Jimin explained that the challenge is multi-layered. They have to maintain stamina from the beginning to the end of the performance. Synchronization must be perfect down to split seconds, and they have to keep delivering powerful expressions while doing physically demanding movements. Imagine you have to dance super intensely while singing live. Your face has to stay expressive, and all of that has to be done with perfect precision. That's insane. Now, there's one factor that makes this challenge even heavier. You all know that Jimin and Jungkook just completed their military service in June 2025, right? That means they only had about 6 months to rebuild their muscle memory and dance stamina before starting intensive dance practice for the comeback. And this doesn't just apply to Jimin and Jungkook, but all members who went through the military experience where they couldn't practice dance as intensively as usual. Jimin actually admitted that the first month of practice was really tough. Their bodies had to readjust to the intensity of dance practice they used to do before the hiatus. Imagine, from basically not dancing intensively for almost 2 years, suddenly they have to jump back to a choreography level that's even more challenging than previous eras. That deserves so much respect for their dedication, right? Now let's talk about what specifically makes this choreography super difficult. According to sources from Big Hit Music, the choreography for BTS's 2026 comeback was designed considering several important aspects. First, the choreography must be able to showcase BTS's maturity and artistic growth after they went through the military service experience. They're not the same BTS from 2020. They've evolved, become more mature, and the choreography must reflect that growth. The second aspect, and this is super crucial guys, they're planning a world tour with 65 concerts. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? 65 concerts. That's a lot. So the choreography has to be challenging enough to captivate the audience, but also has to be sustainable. They can't create choreography that's too extreme to the point of making them prone to injuries or exhausted after a few concerts. it has to be perfectly balanced. And the third aspect, every member has to have their moment to shine. Especially Jimin, as the lead dancer who's already super famous for his contemporary abilities and extraordinary expression. Fans definitely expect to see Jimin showcase his skills, and the choreographer has to design parts that can really highlight each member's unique abilities. So, Jimin gave a little spoiler about how challenging their choreography is. He said, "Imagine you have to perform super precise movements, where timing has to be exact down to split seconds, while maintaining constantly changing formations, and at the same time you have to sing live." And this isn't just for one or two songs, guys. They have several performance songs, each with different characteristics. There are songs that are super energetic with lots of jumping and floor work. There are ones that are more controlled with super complex isolation movements. And there are also ones that combine contemporary dance elements requiring high flexibility. So basically, they have to master different styles of choreography for different songs. Talk about versatility. What's most challenging according to Jimin is group synchronization. Guys, this is a big deal. After almost 2 years of not practicing together as a complete group, all 7 members have to find their chemistry and timing again. Jimin, so they literally have to learn again how to feel each other's energy on stage. J-Hope, who usually leads dance practice, has to work extra hard to ensure all members are back in sync. And you know what? There are movements where even a split-second difference in timing will be super obvious, especially with cameras that will capture from various angles. In K-pop, synchronization is everything, and for a group with 7 members, that's not easy to achieve, especially after such a long hiatus. Now, let's talk about Jimin's personal challenge. You all know Jimin is the master of contemporary dance, right? From his iconic performance in Black Swan to the intro of Dionysus at the 2019 Melon Music Awards, expectations for Jimin are through the roof. For this comeback, the choreographer designed a special dance break that combines contemporary technique with more experimental modern dance elements. Jimin said the movements are super unconventional. There are many transitions that require extremely precise body control. He has to practice this part alone repeatedly until his body completely memorizes every movement. Imagine the pressure, guys. Jimin, who's already recognized as one of the best dancers in K-pop, still has to practice extra hard to master this choreography. And do you know how intense the practice they're going through is? Jimin revealed that they practice an average of 8 to 12 hours a day. That's basically a full-time job plus overtime. Their practice sessions are divided into several parts. Morning starts with warm-up and conditioning for 2 hours, then continues with detailed choreography practice for each song, then group synchronization session, and ends with full run-through. What's even more impressive is they record every practice and watch it back to analyze every movement. Jimin said sometimes they spend a full hour just to perfect 8 counts of movement. 8 counts, guys! That's like a few seconds of movement, but they dedicate an hour to make it perfect. That's the level of dedication we're talking about. What makes this preparation even more complex is the fact that BTS isn't just preparing choreography for music videos or music show performances. They're preparing for 65 concerts in their world tour. This means the choreography has to be designed considering long-term stamina. Jimin explained that they work with physical trainers and dance conditioning coaches to build the required endurance. They can't just focus on dance technique alone. They have to make sure their bodies are strong enough to perform the same choreography dozens of times without compromising quality or risking injury. This isn't a sprint, this is a marathon, and they have to prepare accordingly. There's one more element that adds another layer of difficulty, which is the integration of technology and visual effects in the choreography. According to Jimin, some performances are designed to work with LED floors, projection mapping, and complex lighting effects. So they have to be super aware of their positioning on stage. There are certain markings they have to reach at exact timing for the visual effects to work perfectly. This adds complexity because they're not just focusing on body movements, but also spatial awareness. They have to know exactly where they are on stage at any given moment. In a performance that involves a lot of movement and formation changes, that's incredibly challenging. Jungkook, in his brief comment, actually revealed something super interesting. He said Jimin's dance part is the most difficult to learn among all members. According to Jungkook, Jimin has a very unique way of moving. His movements look effortless and fluid, but when you actually try to practice it yourself, it turns out it requires incredible control and strength. Especially the contemporary parts. Jungkook feels only Jimin can execute it that well. This is coming from Jungkook, guys, who is also an amazing dancer himself. So you can imagine how difficult and unique Jimin's style is in this comeback choreography. Mental preparation is also a super important aspect in facing this challenging choreography. Jimin honestly admitted that there's huge pressure, especially considering this is the first comeback after 6 years. Expectations are very high, not just from fans but also from themselves. They want to prove that they still can, even better than before. But Jimin also emphasized that they have to be realistic with their body condition and not push themselves to the point of injury. So there's a balance they have to maintain between pushing for excellence and being mindful of their physical limitations. This shows maturity, guys, and it's actually really important for long-term career sustainability. The choreography staff working with BTS for this comeback actually revealed that the level of difficulty was intentionally designed high to reflect BTS's growth and evolution as performers. They didn't want to give BTS choreography that's safe or easy. BTS is known for their spectacular performances, and fans expect something extraordinary. Jimin specifically is a super talented dancer, so they designed parts that really showcase his abilities while still being challenging even for him. What's interesting is Jimin also revealed that the practice process this time is different from previous eras because all members provide input in the choreography. They're all very experienced now, so discussions about choreography become more collaborative. They give feedback, suggest modifications, and even contribute ideas for formations. This makes the process more meaningful but also more time-consuming because they have to try many variations before finalizing. But honestly, this collaborative approach will probably result in choreography that's more authentic and comfortable to perform because all members have ownership in the creative process. With dance practice just starting on December 19th, 2025 and a target comeback in spring 2026, BTS still has several months to perfect their choreography. That might sound like a lot of time, but considering the complexity Jimin described, they probably need every single day of that preparation period. Jimin ended his sharing with an optimistic message for ARMY. He said they know fans have waited very long, and they promise to deliver their best performance. Yes, the choreography is very difficult, and they're still struggling with some parts, but that's what makes the process exciting. They're creating something they've never done before, and they can't wait to show it to everyone. Guys, from everything Jimin shared, it's crystal clear that BTS's 2026 comeback will showcase a level of performance that's truly unprecedented. With choreography that even makes a lead dancer of Jimin's caliber acknowledge its difficulty, fans can expect to witness something absolutely spectacular. The intensive preparation, unwavering dedication, and passion for excellence that BTS demonstrated once again proves why they're one of the most respected groups in the global music industry. The world is literally waiting with bated breath to see the results of their hard work. And if Jimin's statement is any indication, BTS's 2026 comeback will be an unforgettable moment in K-pop history. We're talking about potentially the most challenging choreography BTS has ever performed, executed by 7 members who are more mature, more experienced, and more determined than ever to deliver excellence. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Now it's your turn to share your thoughts. Drop in the comments, how excited are you for BTS's 2026 comeback? What are your predictions about what concept they'll bring? And who are you most excited to see perform? Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to our channel for more updates about BTS and Jimin. And share this video with fellow ARMYs who might not know about this news yet. Hit that notification bell so you'll be first to know when we upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching until the end, guys. See you in the next video. And remember, stay tuned because in the coming months we'll definitely get more updates about this incredible BTS comeback. Keep streaming BTS songs, keep supporting our boys, and stay healthy everyone. Bye-bye.